Welcome back to Spitballing Cards. In today's video, we're breaking down Topps Dynasty, Topps Series 2, and whatever else pops up. So in this video, I have me, Scott, we have Ty, Chris, and Phil. Guys, good to see you all. Thanks for being here. So first thing, Topps Series 2 is among us. We have the checklist released, and there are some disturbing, is that the right way to say that, Phil? Disturbing revelations that we've seen in regards to pulling black parallels right now. You're supposed to have a better odds of pulling black parallels because they have double the black parallels. They're including the Series 1 into the Series 2, but we found out that's not the case. We'll talk about that. And then Topps Dynasty, we have a couple different photos of what the product looks like, and we'll debate if we like the design or not. So with that being said, Ty, let's talk about Topps Dynasty first. What do you think of the Topps Dynasty design? I'll pull it up right now.
Yeah, you pull it up. So it's not my favorite design ever. It seems almost like a little, it lacks the drama that it sometimes has in previous sets, and like the distinction, like where you look at it and you go, I know that's Dynasty. Almost to the point where you could have told me this was like definitive or something else. Obviously it says Dynasty on it, but like it doesn't strike me per se as Dynasty, especially the fact that they're starting out on their social feed by highlighting verticals instead of horizontals. Like we've come to know Dynasty historically as a horizontal card, and here they are verticals. Now, with that being said, they still look great in my opinion. You have that incredible rainbow foil around this. These are the glove cards, and I think they look really cool. Like I'd like to have one of these personally. But overall, I'd give the design this year maybe a B. Whereas like most years, I like pretty much most years of Dynasty, I'd just give an A. I really like
So
Dynasty.
you gave it a B on the scale of, you know, a good or bad looking product.
Yeah.
How do you give it on the scale of Dynasty cards? Solely looking at Dynasty releases, is it still a B or is it lower when you're comparing it to itself?
I don't know, like relative to others. I don't hate it. It just like it's like a little bland. That's the best way I could put it. It's a little more bland. If you go back through, can you go to the other carousel and like actually click through to some of the, I think they have some of the horizontals on there. Like,
Also, one
that's a cool looking card.
It's cool. One thing I just realized, we've only seen one of ones. So these may not all be yellow. I just realized. Maybe this is the gold.
That would be pretty weird if they weren't, I guess, but also it'd be extraordinary. Going through, see if there's any other ones that are like horizontals. Is that it? That's the whole.
I can find the Elly real quick. Give me a second. It was posted by Topps.
Those batting glove cards you just showed. Is it just me, or were all the images of the players not the image that's in the background of the post was better than the image on the card? Like Tatis throwing his bat, Ohtani screaming, and I look at the card and I'm like, oh, they're just standing at the plate. It's not as exciting.
That was a good eye, Chris. I think you're right.
I do think it's also very funny how often we talk about Dynasty, and I own no Dynasty. I know Ty has no Dynasty. Jeff has one Dynasty card. And I feel like you have a couple? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I only have two. I have a John Smoltz and I have a Miggy.
That's, okay. And I like no one.
Super expensive.
So, I mean, I feel like we all talk about how the set looks good and we like it, but none of us are like smart enough to go buy some of it.
Well, part of my issue for like just PC stuff is it's like Riley Green and that's it. I think Riley Green is actually like the only Tigers player with Dynasty cards. There was a Max Scherzer Tigers Dynasty card that I've had a save search for that never surfaces, that I was like, I've been looking for.
Squibble doesn't have one?
No. Squibble does not have a single Dynasty card. It's frustrating. I'm hoping that when the checklist comes out this year, that will be different. But he does not have a Dynasty card.
He's got to have one for this year. I mean,
I'll be really disappointed. And there's a weird thing because if you go to the 2024 Topps Dynasty page, which you can find on Google, it'll show you like view checklist. And I clicked on it. Then I was like, once again, it's all Riley Green. And then I realized it was linking to the 2023 checklist, which like I'm not mad about Riley Green, except that he changed his auto and it looks kind of weird on his non-Bowman first cards. But
yeah, Squibble might not be in it though, because the set we're waiting on is 2024, right?
Right.
And he won the Cy Young in 2024. So what did he? At 2023, he was good, but he wasn't that good. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope.
Well, prepare for disappointment.
Yeah.
Expect the worst.
This is when he signed his card. So
that's what the horizontal looks like.
That's such a dumb signature, though. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like Dynasty should be horizontal. When I see all these verticals, I forget which one of you said it, but it looks like a different set.
Was that somebody there was like instructing him, like, okay, sign here, please.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about this video? He signs it and he picks it up and holds it like this without the front of the case on.
Yeah,
And you can see the guy next to him like lunge, trying to grab it almost. Watch. He doesn't put the cover on. Look at this hand. So, but it somehow didn't fall.
Easy.
Yeah.
It tipped backwards, please.
Maybe it was on there. But regardless, I don't know. I hope they're not all yellow. But at the same time, they've never done different parallel colors in Dynasty. That's more of a definitive thing. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Phil, you've been awfully quiet. Do you not care about Dynasty?
I do care about Dynasty. I was just looking up some stats related to Series 2 that I might have been incorrect on. We might have to edit that opening a little bit and tell our live stream viewers from the Patreon that Philip made a mistake. But yeah, Dynasty's cool. Looking forward to this set when it comes out in December or whenever they decide to put it out. I think last year it came out in like mid to late March. So this is like unprecedented, really late. We know it's going to come out. We know they're not dumb enough to cancel this release. We knew it the whole time. Such a big money maker for them.
Yep.
Somebody, one of our viewers was speculating that there could be up to like 20 different one-of-ones, which I wouldn't be surprised if they increase that number. Each year, it seems like it goes up a little bit. Depends a little bit on the player too. But still, really limited versus any other set that we buy into. So at the end of the day, all the cards are a little bit different. What do we call that again? Heterogeneous, homogeneous, one of those two things. So I'm a big Dynasty fan,
Like
even if I don't love the design this year. Hey, maybe the cards look awesome in person too. I know we've seen some videos, but I was wrong about Crystallized. Crystallized looks awesome in person. Good job, Topps, with 25 Bowman.
Apparently, we pulled the Crystallized here, and like one of our breakers did, and I didn't get to see it in person. I really want to see one of those cards in person.
I want to point out I was the only one who defended Crystallized in the whole group.
No,
that's not true.
No.
Or is it? I did. Ty didn't like it. Oh, you and I liked it.
I liked it. Jeff hated it.
Oh, so I guess
Jeff
everybody
was angry that day.
Jeff was angry. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Jeff was okay. Forgive me.
Yeah,
I'm
Jeff
sorry
was like
for
full blown Raptor that day. He was.
Yeah, Jeff was going nuts. He did not like it.
Oh yeah.
I'm glad. It's nice to see different opinion on the show. Miss you, Jeff. All right, but with that being said, with Dynasty, a lot of one-on-ones. It's not a great situation. So, regardless, Phil. Now let's jump into Top Series 2. So what did you discover? We thought that there were more black parallels. How do I phrase this? You have to edit this out. We thought that the black parallel was harder to hit from what you first saw. So what did you see that changed your mind?
There's when I look at the Series 2 odds sheet, there's actually two different line items for Series 1 black parallels and Series 2 black parallels. So basically, I was looking at the odds sheet earlier today, and I started to deduce incorrectly that they ramped up production by like close to double versus last year because the odds to pull gold parallels are so much harder this time around versus 24 Series 2. And it was eerily comparable to Series 1 of this year, some of the hit rates I was seeing. But because Topps can play games and they can shuffle parallels from hobby to retail, what I had to do was I had to look at the clear odds in order to really understand what the increase was from a hobby perspective, because that's a jumbo specific parallel. The clear variation is numbered to 10. And based on that, it looks like jumbo boxes are up about 13.4% versus last year. So for those of you that don't follow the numbers too much with Series 1 and Series 2, Series 2 is usually printed like about half as much as Series 1. It's just, it hasn't been a few months since a major release came out. It's not the beginning of the season where all fans are amped up for Series 1. Series 2 just doesn't usually get as much attention, but it is still obviously a flagship set that does sell pretty decently. So the chances to pull black parallels, it's about double versus last year because there's twice as many, right? 350 cards with the Series 2 checklist, 350 cards with the Series 1 checklist. You're twice as likely to pull a black parallel, but only from hobby products because they're hobby exclusive. So either hobby or jumbo. The downside, and I know Scott's producing a video on this later this week, is that the checklist kind of sucks this year for Series 2. We've got 3 short prints which is kind of like par for the course. People should have expected it. We got the same treatment last year, where the guys that don't make the roster till like opening day, and it's not announced till like late March that's going to be what happens to these players. So this year it was Cam Smith, Christian Campbell, and
Shaw.
Who's the other one?
Matt Shaw.
Matt Shaw. Yeah, that's right. So those three guys, they made the team, and those three guys have SPs in this product. They're not going to be super short printed, but it also means that they won't have any other parallels. That's going to be like their only card, and you'll have to wait for update to get all the parallels of like a Christian Campbell, Cam Smith, or Matt Shaw. And that means that leaves the best rookies in the Series 2 product to be a bunch of pitchers like Jackson Jobe. Yeah.
Roki Sasaki,
like complete afterthought, like on the IL for a shoulder impingement because he lost his fastball. Basically, it's probably not even a real injury. So whatever. Hopefully he figures that out. Grant Holmes is on there. Who else? Luis Angel Acuna is one of the more interesting
probably
guys.
One of the best bats. We have Sajasi for the Cardinals is a player on there. It's weak. We have Nick York.
Yeah,
that's good, I guess. No, but
I don't know who that is.
He was a hot prospect when one of the Bowman sets came out a couple years ago. But
2020 Bowman draft, Red Sox prospect.
Oh, okay.
Good for beans.
Yeah, I would say like I think I said this before on our Spitball and Patreon our live that we did. I think the card I'm most excited for, if I were ripping this, and I'm definitely not going to be, would be a James Wood Series 1 black parallel. I think that's probably the card in here that will hold the most value. Those SSPs or those SPs with the rookies, unless they do something really special with the card, like we saw with Jackson Holiday last year with the fun face and all the parallels. That card was great, and that card has some staying power. But the Wyatt Langford, and I'm trying to think who else had one. Jackson Merrill, those SPs, like literally, I think they're basically gone from hobby focus, and everyone wants the update and their update parallels. So take a look at those three SPs when they come out. If they're something really interesting, like I know Phil would love this. Christian Campbell hold it with the green monster head on in the dugout. That might be, if that's the image, then maybe that card could have some staying power, but they're probably not going to be rare enough to really make any waves in the hobby. And Shaw's already back to AAA, unfortunately.
I saw he might get called back up, though. I actually looked up for this video.
Yeah, he'll be back soon. Sorry, just trying to share.
Wyatt Langford is down to $10.28 for his Series 2 rookie. His short print, it got lower than that, obviously, when he wasn't playing so hot.
Here is some of the rookies that we didn't talk about. Hye-Seong Kim and Kumar Rocker or some other ones. So the flagship Real One autograph checklist is here. It's got some of the key rookies from Series 2 in addition to veterans. Now, with Series 1, you had Aaron Judge, right? Here you've got, for veteran names, you've got Tatis, you've got Soto, not a whole lot else. And then again, the rookies like Luis Angel Acuna. Update is going to be the one to go for, guys. It becomes clear here. And so Chris made a point about the black parallels. Well, apparently not a lot of the hobby cares about those. It's like more of a niche. So I wouldn't just buy this product to get a black parallel. It's going to be really hard. Like we're talking like 1 in 58 jumbo packs, I think it was.
It's 1 in 58 jumbo packs, but twice, right?
Yeah, exactly. So really like
1 in 29 jumbo and 1 in 96 and a half hobbies. So, I mean, that's about 4 hobby boxes, and I don't know.
So jumbo boxes are going to run you about $200. So you'll have to buy 3 of those to get your, 30 or so packs to pull a no name because it's the entire checklist.
Yep.
And again, the rookies aren't very great. Probably not going to get James Wood. So I don't know. You still get a lot of the carryovers from some of the interesting inserts and stuff that we talked about already in our Series 1 video many months ago. But update will be okay. I don't know how this class will fare, like the entire 2025 crop is going to fare against 2024. And also, like, who else is going to make that update checklist? That'll be interesting. The cutoff tends to be around like end of May,
Like right
for
now.
those that can have rookie cards. It's not going to be just the SPs, the 3 SPs that are in this product. It'll be a few other guys too.
Yeah, Drake Baldwin should be in there. Rumor has it Marcelo Mayer could be in there. And for sure there'll be some other names that get pulled up. I did want to talk about a couple. Oh, go ahead.
Mayer's putting it close. So what you can always do if you want to know if they're going to be in Topps Update is if you go to the Topps Now. So like Topps will release the Topps Now cards. If they will have an update rookie card on Topps Now, it'll have a rookie logo. If they won't have a rookie card, there'll be a call-up logo. And there is a day where it switches for the players that debut. So you can check that out on the Topps Now website and get an idea before updates released. Anyways, sorry, Chris.
I just want to say there's a couple cards I'm actually excited about seeing in Series 2. So Mookie Betts has his first, he wasn't in Series 1, so he's got a base here in Series 2, which means he'll have a gold mirror in Series 2. And hopefully that will be World Series related. If you don't hate the Dodgers, if you like Mookie Betts, amazing that Scott's yawning during a Mookie Betts conversation. that is what it is. If we could get like a shot of Mookie Betts holding up the World Series trophy, as long as you're not a Yankee fan, I feel like that card's going to have some staying power and certainly be popular. Ohtani will have another base card in Series 2. And if you watch Jeff and I on Blabbing About Slab, and we had Mike Mahan on a couple months ago, and he promised us that Ohtani's Series 2 Golden Mirror would be a lot better than that stupid airbrush podium shot we got in Series 1. So those are two cards I am legit looking forward to that I am almost 100% sure only Ty cares about on our little panel here. But I'm excited for that. I haven't thought about the Topps Black parallels, though. And you guys, let me know what you think about this. Because there's so many in these boxes, and I feel like there's a very good chance a lot of this goes unripped because there just aren't a ton of chase cards in here. Is it possible that these black parallels are going to be harder to find than any black parallels that have come before? Like, how many of these, if there's 75 or 76, I'm not sure what the numbering is up to. What percentage do you think will see the light of day here for each card?
I think we'll still see a large quantity of them.
More than half?
I think so. Maybe I think so. This product's still going to be ripped open. It's amazing. Breakers, they'll still break through this stuff real quick. If anything, this product's going to drop in price. It'll get open because it's a fun, cheap rip for the first time in a long time.
That's true. If Hobby Box is hitting like 60, 65 bucks, I could see, I'll open some with my dad. That'll be kind of fun.
That's a product I would even open. I don't open product. But like if it was 60 bucks for flagship and you have a good chance of black parallels, I actually would be more inclined to open it personally. So I think we'll still see it. It just might not be immediate release day like we're used to.
Okay.
Yeah, just got a note about the gold parallels.
Yeah.
1 in 36 hobby packs to pull a gold parallel. Last year it was 1 in 16 hobby packs. So they've shuffled around the ability to hit some of those lower end inserts and parallels. It looks like pushing some of those to retail. But then I'm guessing the autograph odds got skewed more in favor of hobby in some of the more high end parallels.
Is Mookie Betts on that auto checklist? Because I feel like they've been trying to get him into stuff. I don't think he had autos in Series 1, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know.
I don't see him. Oh, yes. 27 times. Took a while to load. Let me see if he's on the auto checklist, though.
Yeah, Ty, if his golden mirror is him standing in front of that podium, I'm organizing a march to Topps.
You love podium pictures.
Oh, my God. It's just...
World champion autograph cards.
Oh, that's interesting. That reeks of a sticker auto to me, but...
It's not Topps Update. There's a chance.
Yeah.
Topps Update is notorious for that.
Well, yeah, a lot of the insert autos are always going to be stickers. Ooh, what do we got here?
I'm looking through the archives, by the way, of the Topps Now debut cards to see what rookies have them. And a few that I've found so far is Dalton Rushing, Mick Abel, Nick Kurtz, and Jacob Wilson will all have rookies in Topps Update.
Drake Baldwin will also be in Topps Update. I can tell you that. Braves
Mick
catcher.
Abel was stealing in his first outing.
Yeah, Mick Abel looked great. So there's actually going to be a much better rookie class already just from looking at that. If I see anything else of note, I'll let you know. But
those are going to be the most top 3 coveted debut patches in Chrome Update.
Has to be James Wood, number 1.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah.
I actually think one of those athletics players, Jacob Wilson, or Nick Kurtz, if one of them balls out in the next little bit, they could have some good value.
Yeah. So Campbell over both those guys, though, right?
Who?
I'm sorry, what?
Christian
Yeah,
Campbell.
Campbell definitely.
Yeah, Campbell. Thank you. Yeah.
And look, I'm telling you, I know Schwellenbach's a pitcher, but he he should be command some value. Not more than
Right.
Campbell though.
Got
Certainly.
lit up by Rafael Devers though.
1.1 million.
Nothing wrong with that. A lot
Roki
of good pitchers
Sasaki
get
will
roughed
be a
up by
big
Devers.
one.
What is that?
Roki Sasaki will be one of the bigger ones.
Yeah, Roki will be a big one. I mean, again,
Jackson will be big.
if Mayer gets up in time, he might end up being the biggest one. Although James Wood's having a pretty great season.
Dude, James Wood's having a great season.
Yeah.
I think he's second in the NL in home runs, isn't he?
I think he got 12, something like that.
What's he at now?
And he's running too. He's got a shot at like a 30-20 season.
Man, it'd be awesome if Caglione got called up within the next week or two.
That's what Topps really needs. That's what Topps needs to happen.
Oh yeah.
That product, make this like a 2018 or 2022 type Topps update.
Manfred's dialing into the management. Hey, just bring the guy up.
Yeah, can you just bring him up for like a weekend series and send him back down?
His debut patch. Michael Rubin called me. We need to make this happen.
Yeah, we're trying to sell some cards here, guys.
Trying to IPO, let's go.
Corporations go nuts with their marketing budgets, just like going for all these guys. Like, yeah.
Phil, what are the MSRPs on the hobby boxes for Series 2?
Jumbo, I think, was 190.
Oof.
Hobby, probably like 85 or 90. Jumbo
You
sold out off the top website. Was that?
You should have messed with him and just said 160 for hobby and watched him just
see what he does.
Organize that market.
Hands in the air.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you guys gonna open any of this product?
No.
I bought some.
I won't open any, like, outside of maybe with my dad when I see him in a couple of weeks. If it's out, there's a chance. If it's cheap and it's available, then we might.
So I guess
I'm going to do what I did with Series 1 and just buy the parallels that I want of the Tigers and
that's smart.
Keep pushing that through. I'm tired of getting smoked.
Instead of saying what would Jesus do, you'd say what would Ty do, and he would go buy the parallels of the cards he likes. WWE.
Yeah, I mean, that just makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
What would a 6-year collector do?
Have you guys seen any mock-ups? Have they posted a black parallel yet? I'm curious if they did anything interesting with them. If it's just going to be like if it's just or one, if it's just going to be the border, because like they have the rainbow foil blacks. So I mean, I feel like if they don't differentiate it, it could end up looking just like a rainbow foil but higher numbered. So I'm wondering if maybe they'll make it look like 2018. That'd be amazing. Seems unlikely, but I can always hold out hope.
Well, they didn't plan for it, but then some people had to complain and screw everything up for them. So if there's not enough differentiation that's on a few people I can think of, it's their fault.
That's fair. I suppose that's fair. Yeah, no problem.
To answer your question, no mock-ups yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen any. Yeah. All right.
We appreciate you guys complaining. Thanks, Chris, for complaining.
Hey, this will be a situation where they forget to include them, and there's going to have to be a silver pack program.
That would be so funny,
incredible, absolutely incredible.
They'll all be in Topps update. That'd be so funny.
Yeah, that would be like the high point of the hobby, honestly. Like we just have to do a show. We're just laughing because it would be so great. And honestly, it doesn't feel impossible, if I'm being completely honest.
It doesn't feel impossible.
No.
Remember a couple years ago, Bill mentioned it, the silver pack stuff, when they just forgot to include the rookie short prints of Julio Rodriguez. Who else was it? Bobby Witt.
The two players people most wanted. They didn't.
Abrams and Hunter Green. Yeah.
Everyone's like, man, these are really short printed. And then a week later, they're like, what's going on?
Someone should have hit one by now.
Oh, that is so funny, that whole situation.
Yeah, I was on Loop discounting my breaks. That was when I was doing Loop. The only seller that was telling people like the product's flawed, I'm pretty sure it's missing these key players. It was like day 3 or 4.
Oh.
And then, the people that gouge their customers, we all had to give away our silver packs to the customers afterwards. And I'm like, well, I was going to do that anyways, but like, I don't know. And then they kicked me off the platform for undercutting other sellers. I was too cheap, I guess. So
you don't have good feelings. It's okay about Loop.
Yeah. All right. I still wear the shirt. Still fits okay. So
hey, guess what shirt I was wearing the other day? Rookie Explosion box. Wore to the store.
Nice.
I didn't know you had merch, Phil.
I bet you got 3 subscriptions because of me, Phil. I want my commission, my affiliate program, please.
Could have, yeah. All sold out though, but a Pokemon box is coming. So
I'm excited. I'm excited to see a Moonbryon pulled out of the packs I sold you. So, all right. With that being said, let's wrap this thing up. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let us know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on Topps Series 2, as well as Topps Dynasty and the design. And we'll see you in the next video.